Hello, we're going to do a demonstration for SiteCapture. SiteCapture is a mobile application that allows you to record job site images and data through a mobile application available on iOS and Android devices. For this demonstration, we're going to do off of an iPhone. And first thing you're going to see are all the projects that are assigned to that user. You can scroll through that list. You can sort by oldest, due date, priority, and even distance. So if I select distance, it'll select the one that's closest to me. You can also, if you don't want to if you need to create a project from scratch rather than jumping in one of these projects, you can add a new project here by pressing the plus button, selecting the template that you want to use, and then it'll open up a new project. In this case, we've already been assigned a project, Andrew Washington. So the first thing I'm going to do is check the status. I'm going to make it to in progress. And we're going to go into the first section here. So these numbers at the section are indicating the number of required fields in that section. So you can see these have already been completed. Now we're going to put in the system size. And we're going to take a picture of the front of the house. And we can take multiple photos. You can see a little indicator mentioning how many photos you've taken. And now we're going to go into the roofing section. Now this template is completely customizable. So this is a standard template that we offer our clients. The assessor is going to climb up on the roof and take photos of the horizon. So for the demonstration, because I'm doing this on a inside, I can't do this on my roof. We're going to take as many photos as I need. Now, if I want to go in and edit one of these photos and point out something, I can easily do that here with my bad arrow and apply. Now, the other thing I can do is do a voice recording and provide notes to say, hey, take a look at this corner to make sure it's applied accordingly. And you can also add a caption if you'd like. And we're going to go over to the next section. Completed the array. We're going to say 32 panels, number of strings, or this could be microinverters, for example, a module data plate. And you notice that took a tiny bit longer there to snap. And the reason for that is because we've set this particular photo to be a high resolution photo. Knowing that this is a data plate, we want to make sure that the photos on this particular item are going to be high resolution so we can see them down the road. So we'll go through the rest of the list here. All of these will be photos. Number of arrays, we'll say this is 2. Panel manufacturer, bin Q. Azimuth we'll say is 267. Tilt is 21. And array shading, yes. So you can see I've completed this, but I have all these required fields that I still need to complete. Electrical information. So again, these are a list of photos. You can ask a combination of, text fields and photo fields. These can be reorganized, new questions, drop-down selection, text fields, integer fields, photo only. There's a Boolean, which is yes, no. And there's actually a agreement. So this system has been installed. So I'm going to say I agree. I'm going to sign off. And I'm going to put in my date field. And this is a long text. And I'm all done. So now that I'm complete, I can create a PDF form. So while I'm taking the photos, the app is going to sync as I'm taking the photos, but as I take more and more photos, it may become behind. It does sync in real time, but it also, if you're not in an area that has either Wi-Fi or a cellular connection, it will hold on to all that information until you get to the appropriate spot with Wi-Fi. So it's got a nice clean report now with all my photos in it. This could have been a lot more data. This particular template didn't have that. And one more quick note on this, I can immediately email this right off my phone. Let's say I want to send it to my project manager. And there we go. And now you can see the photos showing up here on the application. I can also create a project from scratch. Let's say I had something that wasn't on the schedule for the day that I needed to go complete. No problem, I just create it myself. And don't need anyone to create a project on the website back portal. And we'll go through the questionnaire. We'll say copy the utility bill. This will likely be a high definition photo because it's going to need to recognize text. And you can see how quickly you can go through this. What's great is that you can go in, and as you're completing this information, it's actually updated immediately on the website. So you can have a designer, for example, going in and essentially designing this project as you're recording all the job site information. So we could say 10 years here, roof tilt, wood frame. And you can take backup images of each of these questions if you'd like. So we'll say this is 3 inches on center. And this does have some conditionality. So as you can see, I've selected yes, and it's opened a new photo to ask for a subpanel. No need to ask for that subpanel if one doesn't exist. So this has the conditionality as well that you set up in the templates. The templates are very, very easy to set up. They're very much like a Google Forms, kind of drag and drop, move things around. It's nothing like a advanced CRM, a Salesforce type that requires you to have a lot of information on the CRM and have a programmer on staff. Very easy to set up. Most forms can be set up in a matter of an hour from start to finish. And we've gone in and completed this form in just a matter of minutes here. And all of the drop downs, everything is customizable. So if you need extra information on the list, no problem. Just go into the template, add additional options, and those are now available to the user on the form. So again, we're taking a look at the report. This one's a lot more data, less photos, and we'll go ahead and complete it. And you notice that report is now off of my screen here because as soon as it's completed, it's removed for good.